Hello everyone, Attack Power here with Game 1 between GhostDragon and Schwere Abteliung in the May monthly tournament for the SDL Discord. Let's dive right in here to Haroshaje, and on the left, oopsies, my bad. And on the left, we have GhostDragon playing first DFL on Maverick Income. And on the right in the blue, we have Schwere playing third Fallschirmjager, also on Maverick Income. Hope you all have been well. I know the upload schedule has changed and things are slower, but glad to get you some of these games out to you. So diving into the decks here, first DFL, of course, a very strong one. Me personally, still one of the divisions I pretty consistently ban. Very strong in a lot of categories, but it does have its niches, to be sure. Recon tab, pretty solid. We have some group RFMs, which I believe these guys are just the normal recon ones. Then we have the M3A3, the Stuarts, which are now pretty aggressively costed at 30 points for the recon version. Hard not to take those anymore. The M8s, of course, great rush. No vet on both of these, by the way. And then the Commando Afrique in B phase there with their bazookas. Then in the infantry tab, we have 87 infantry here. We have the Ateliers, the Chocs, Bimps, and Legionnaires, two of those all in A phase there with the Chocs and Legionnaires all double vet. Then B phase with the Maquisards, which have been buffed to 20 points, which honestly makes them feel pretty solid now. They're nothing like crazy stupid good, but they got a molly, and for 20 points, that's pretty darn good. Then we have more trailers there, AEFs, and then another card of Legionnaires, and that's a very small B phase infantry tab, really, when it comes down to it. And like none of them are Vedicks for the Legionnaire, and then a C phase card of Legionnaire. Very interesting. Tank tab, not much to write home about here. This is definitely one of the weaknesses of the deck. We have the Char M4A4 and the M10 Char there. The support tab, pretty solid. We have M19, 17s, that's the one. These are not super heavy, they're not 50 cals, in other words. Then we have some ammo and two cards of 105 howitzers in A and B. AT tab, we have Partisans, not nearly as scary anymore since the tractions aren't super speeded. We have the M3 gun, these are fabulous, they trade up so well. Two cards of 57 mil, A and B, no vet on those either. And then an M10 card also in A. AA tab, pretty small, but it gets the job done. 40 mil Bofors here, neither of them vetted, giving him 9. The RD tab, we see 60 mil mortars, 81 mil mortars, and the battery leader. Air tab, Spitfire bomber, and one Hellcat in B and one P47 also in B, so a chunky ground attacking air tab. On the other side, third Fallschirmjager, still a really strong division these days. Doesn't have any it doesn't have a ton of glaring weaknesses. Certainly has some, but nothing overwhelmingly crushing. Recon tab here, not anything super special. We have the Scharfschütze, the Abwehrs, which are really nice Panzerschreck units, and then the SPW AB41s. The infantry tab here, we have the Fallschirmjager 4, the Fallschirm Pioneer, which is really not that amazing these days, just a chunky Pioneer for all intents and purposes. Then we, of course, have the Fallschirmjager FG42. These guys are phenomenal. The Fallschirmjager ZF, also phenomenal here. And B phase, we see Sturm Pioneers, more Fallschirmjagers and Pioneers and ZF, so 4 cards there in B. And C phase, a card of Fallschirmjagers, but the regular ones, not the FG42, so they're only 20 points with a single MG. Tank tab, basically Stug 3s. We have an A and B phase card double vetted here, and then we have the Panzer L6, just a nice little autocannon tank. The support tab here, actually feels kind of light, though it has all the 2K options. The Flammenwerfer Kubel munitions, nice that you'll be able to get the smaller ammo trucks here so you can split them up. And then the LG42 and the Stu 42 there for 7 2K HEs there. The AT tab, we have the Pack 38, Pack 40 in A and B, and the Poopshin double vet there in B. Really good in this town in the center. A tab, we have Flak 36s and 88 mils. RD tab, we have the 81 mil mortars and the Geb 105s along with the Batterie 4. And the air tab here, we have a BF-109 Recon, BF-109 G6 R6 Fighter, HS-129, a T-Tank, and an ME-410 Bomber. So diving in here, should be a pretty good match. Both these divisions quite solid. See a little punch up here. Little cheeky punch, but there's a lot of units coming this way. On the other side, another punch here. So GhostDragon just going all in right now. I would say Schwere is definitely taking a slightly more cautious approach, other than here. Actually, he's going really deep here. That's really odd, actually. I like it. I like the change. Scharfschütze unloads so the M8 doesn't kill him. Pioneer unloads as well. He will be able to stop the Partisan from getting any further, but the problem is he doesn't have any way to start with this M8. Quick zooming back out here with the M19 pinning down this Fallschirmjager, not going to get any further. Partisans are getting into position. If they can kill off this FG-42, that would be pretty nuts. But it looks like they're just going to miss that opportunity. Yep, actually gets unloaded. And GhostDragon gets into the woods here. Partisan got in as well. Not in a dangerous position. If it tries to move forward at all, it'll die immediately to the FG-42 there. Oops, excuse me. Sorry about that. Pack 38 trying to get lined up here on that M8, but it gets away just in time. GhostDragon on his micro today. Abwehr coming in, though. That is the perfect response to this situation here. Bomberwerfers did get in. The artillers really are nothing special. They're actually kind of just bad infantry squads for all intents and purposes. Currently 13-11 is Schwere, despite GhostDragon's much more aggressive deployment. Fallschirmjager FG-42 very happy to fight the Chalks at this range. Chalks not good at long range. And they're getting absolutely slapped because of this bad mismatch here. And Schwere's little push here paying off a bit. Now he's completing his push. He kind of pulled these off the road, I think, to save them from the M8 that pushed forward. The Abwehr did find that, killed that off, and relieved most of the pressure here. This half-track probably going to be an issue, but the AB-41 is there as well. Interesting Stug here. It's looking down the road, but I'm not sure. Okay, it's looking down both roads, so I guess it is performing some aerial denial there. Fallschirmjagers have no chance to get the Chalks and get easily thrown off. You gotta be careful. Again, they are expensive as heck, so getting them killed at close range is really painful. Okay, so Legionnaires trying to sneak through here. Back to a 12-12 with the... what flipped? Oh, I guess he doesn't have this flag. I guess Schwere doesn't really actually... No, because... Oh, no, yeah, he doesn't have... He actually hasn't captured a flag. All right, now Fallschirmjager ZFs at range are basically unbeatable 1v1. I don't think there's any unit in the game that can beat these guys in a 1v1 combat at range. Trying to think. Maybe something out of Group Doty could. Maybe them. Sniper does spot the 37 mil. Killing that off is really nice. Opens up this reinforcement route up north if he wants to make a cheeky push. Fallschirmjager's getting in to the woods here nicely. Should be able to block that out pretty well. Fallschirmjager gets spotted from behind by the Legionnaires. Going to go down. Probably going to... Well, he won't lose this flag yet. Pioneer's coming on in. Again, these units not super exciting anymore. They're still better than a normal Pioneer unit. Like, I'm not taking that away from them. You know, they're chunkier at 12 men. They also have the Raider trait. I mean, there's many good things here that is better than an average Pioneer unit, but it's, at this point, a Pioneer unit. So Chalk's eating up these Pioneers, yet they just don't have a chance. Oh, he did get a grenade off, though. Was able to pull that off. The second one not being committed, though, definitely a problem. And now the mortar, 60 mil mortar, getting some good hits here on the 88. This is the problem with, and that's... 88s, I talk about it every time. They just aren't that good. And actually, one of the main reasons is just they're so vulnerable to artillery. Like, my God. Like, artillery piece just looks at them and they start dying. It's really painful. So it looks like the AB-41 did get killed off by the Steward here. Relieves a lot of pressure. Allows the half-track to kind of be the big man on campus here. The Abwehr's still around, but is way out of position right now. Fallschirmjager ZF absolutely wrecking these bimps. Oh my goodness. Easy to forget how much damage they put out. Push down south currently held off, and Schwere sitting on a nice 14-10 run. This is mirror income, which means there's no advantage coming to anyone. So this is actually quite bad for GhostDragon. Ooh, okay, the M3 is out of position currently. He only has 4 of these Abwehr. He's got to be careful. He has no other Panzerschreck units at all. These are a little ballsy. Stug 3 trying to get into a better position to see down this road, I would assume. There's already one here, though. Finding the half-track takes that out. That's actually a big kill. Those can be pretty back-breaking. They're really one of the only ways that his infantry lose at range is if the opponent's infantry have, like, light armor support. 60 mil mortar going after the 88 again. It is now on the move. That does not mean it moves fast enough. 81 mil mortar going to take out that 60 mil mortar. That's a good use of that. That's a definite great choice of target. Flag captured up north. Abwehr getting held up before it can get to the half-track. Half-track only has a 30 cal, so it's not like it's going to absolutely wreck this Pioneer, but he's out of cover. It's definitely not a good place to be. Can the 81 mortar finish this off? It really should be able to. And there it is. These got a pretty huge nerf to their range, down to 1,800 meters. They're still fine. They're not good anymore, though. I mean, they're in radio range all the time, so like they're basically just a more deadly 60mm mortar is essentially what they've boiled down to now. Not nearly as good at suppression, though, because they take so long to aim. So Fallschirm Pioneer going to go down here. Easy surrender. Schwere not noticing this to hit that fallback button. Abwehr trying to get through so its Panzerschreck can get on target. Spitfire going to ruin that, though. Oh, L6 moving in, though. We'll be able to kill that half-track off. Pioneer finally falling back. 57mm cannon goes down. 81mm mortar putting in some nice work. Another 88 in. I'm just not a fan of these. It doesn't matter how long this game has gone. I just don't think they're very good. They barely stop planes, and they don't kill tanks like they really should. L6 stuck on hill depression, which means we are not getting that autocannon firing. Pretty devastating, actually. Needs to get up on top of that hill. Looks like he's finally going to, but the BIMPs are already here. And the BIMPs, if you didn't know, carry a bazooka. Which is a big bummer for that L6 that just arrived. Double Stug in the town, though. It's a pretty solid brick wall, honestly. ZF are out of machine gun ammo, making them a lot less dangerous. Stuart does match up well against this Panzer L6, but at this range, the L6 can definitely put some damage down. The Flammenwerfer can force a move here. Oh, and he gets a surrender. Very nice. That was a big risk. That could have gone either way. If the Panzer misses even like one or two of those times, then you don't get the pin in time and it dies. So, ballsy play does get rewarded. Half-track up north getting spotted by the L6. These are key right now. Allowing to open another front way up north. Stug goes down, though. What got that? The M10. Oh, that's a big kill. The M10 took no damage? Wow. That hurts. That's a hurty one. Down south, GhostDragon's push now making progress. As the Stuart took out the AB-41, the Abwehr getting hit from multiple sides. Fuhrer in a bad spot, reveals himself and dies. Losing a leader for nothing there. Ouch. And all of a sudden, Schwere's south flank completely crumbling here. Schwere was feeling like he was in a nice spot, and all of a sudden, it does not feel that way at all. These Legionnaires, though, are in a bit of a pickle here. Totally out of cover. Now the FG-42 unit is here, and they just immediately smash this. 81 mortar in on the M10. That's going to do a lot of damage because it is open top. You can see it already showing signs of damage. 81 mortar not countering, actually. It's going after that 88, which it will kill quite easily with its radio. Almost has it down. M3 Stuart already on the road, hitting the L6s, misses the second shot. L6 spam? Okay. Not exactly sure how that's going to turn out. M8's in a bad spot, though. Double autocannon will beat it. Immediate turret stuck. But the Stuart is just cleaning house here. As the autocannons try to get in range, Stuart fires again, takes out the AB. 2-on-1, they had a chance. At this range, the autocannon's going to really struggle to pen and do some damage. Oh, no, I feel like Schwere's just throwing away all his L6s, which are really good tools here. Oh, down another goes. Abwehr out of position. A whole bunch of Fallschirmjagers coming in. These are just the 20-point ones. They're not the FG-42s. I just realized he actually has no more Fallschirmjager FG-42s. He only brought the A-phase card. Huh. Legionnaire's taking a big hit from that 81mm mortar. Definitely not comfortable. Owie, owie. M10 on the run. Abwehr running into infantry, last thing it wants to do. Bimp gets wiped out by the autocannons, but this Bimp moving around here in the woods, obviously dangerous. Shooter killed on the AB-41, doesn't get the shot off. It's gonna die now. It's on an attack move, and since it has shooter killed, it doesn't move at all. I think this is the damaged Stuart. That's really not damaged. Bimp claims its first victim here. All the autocannon units going down. Oh, and the grenade kills the SPW. Schwere making some really bad trades down here, and it's 14-10 in GhostDragon's favor as the northern flank he built up now under pressure. LG-42 using up heat rounds, trying to kill off a half-track. Not that it's a bad use of them, but it's certainly not an exciting use. The F-109 recon in, there's no way to be seen. These Stuarts have been absolutely backbreaking. HS-129 coming in for the kill on the M3. And the nope, can't pick up the Sherman too. That would have been pretty big. Does not get the second kill. I think he killed off something somewhere else because it was pretty low on ammo. There's no way you'd be that low on ammo already. Fallschirmjager for 20 points are a very solid squad at 12 men with an MG42 and 8 Panzerfaust. Like, nothing to complain about, but they're obviously not Fallschirmjager FG42s. This is going to get pinned and immediately surrendered. Kind of odd that he, like, drove it forward. Now that northern push completely collapsed here. A Schwere in a very bad position all of a sudden. And this can be the problem again with 3rd Fallschirmjager. Things are expensive. There's one noticeable weakness about the deck. There's not a lot of efficiency here. Every unit is pretty expensive. They're strong, but they're expensive. I mean, you're spending 35 points on a Fallschirmjager FG42 and ZF, which is basically the price of a light tank. And if you don't get the value out of them, it's bad. It's very, very bad. Pack 38, though, might pick up a free Bofors here. Can it land the shot? It does. There's one. Can it pick up the howitzer, too? That would be massive. It does. Can it take the Maquisard down as well? Oh, a devastating trade there. We are in B phase, so it'll be blunted the loss, but that's over 100 points killed there. Very nice. Nearly 150, actually. The Pack 38 goes down, but who gives a rip? Completely decimates GhostDragon's rebuild up north. 15-9, though, for him currently. Will that 150-point trade be enough to get Schwere back into the game? Basically wiped out a whole tick of income. So can he capitalize on it? Triple Star Fallschirmjager ZF tried to solo the entire front line here. At the moment, it's doing pretty well. Standing out in the open, taking on enemy after enemy. See another 88 in. HS-129 does not get past the Bofors this time. Another Legionnaire down. More Commandos de Free coming in. Fallschirmjager FG42 holding on this flag, although that's not saving any points right now. HS-129 coming into the center now with no target currently. So it's just flying around for fun. That also means he has 2 of those. He spent 240 points. I definitely understand 1. 2 is feeling a lot. It's feeling a little lottish. Does manage to pick up the kill on the Char, but will it die? It's not worth it if it dies. But the Bofors is unvetted, so it's definitely putting out a lot less damage. AA really suffers at no veterancy. It just does not have the killing power that vetted AA has. Finally back to a 14-10 as Schwere tries to stabilize. It's going to try to cross the road here. May not make it. The Fallschirmjager's pulling him back in at only 20 points. They're trading a bit more efficiently. Ooh, Stug 3 goes down in the char. That's rough. And they're close. It should pen, but it's still like a 50-50 chance. So 81mm mortar has gotten the value. Did manage to reconnect with this salient here. It's still looking very scary for Schwere. I feel like he's slowing down a bit. That is helping him in the trade department, which is extremely important here on mirror income. But is it too little, too late is the real question. As Schwere's southern flank looking mighty weak. Which is kind of a contradiction there. Mighty weak. Looking quite shaky. M10 takes a hit from the 88. Will it take a second? It will. Takes the M10 down. Another pretty needed kill. Schwere, again, is picking up some cheeky kills here. I'm really surprised the 81mm mortars haven't shot at each other yet. Ooh, GhostDragon making a little prediction shot. Misses, though. Will the 88 stop the Spitfire? It doesn't. Nope, it doesn't at all. Because they're trash at being AA. Maybe if this was a 2-star, maybe then it would. I'm not really sure, though. We don't see them at 2-star very often. Now 1680 again. GhostDragon taking another double tick. Stug's in this town, painful. Like, truly, truly awful. A just unpleasant experience in general. Fallschirmjager just getting overwhelmed here on the edge of this forest. This is how you deal with, like, going into green cover. You just have to go super strong if you're not gonna mortar it out or bomb it out. You just have to go overwhelming force with some sort of support weapon if you know there's no AT to kill you. Schwere a little slow here on the micro, and it looks like he might lose his infantry to surrender. Weird, because he used the mortar, but he didn't. Is he trying to hold them in place to get the mortar on target? Seems like a really ballsy play. All GhostDragon had to do is push forward, and he captures all of those. All of a sudden, though, it looks like Schwere cracks open the town. Could he be turning that around? A lot of infantry down south, though, still for GhostDragon. He might just push up this road. One Fallschirmjager down. Oh, no. The commandos are right here. Oh! Down the Stug goes. That hurts. That hurts a lot. That puts a crinkle in the plans. Now, did Sturm Pioneers get upgraded, or are they still trash? No, they got upgraded. They have all MP40s now. Ah, finally. Finally. I hated those things having rifles, as you all well know. Yep, 40mm Bofors down south, stopping that HS-129. This 40mm Bofor is still way back. It's actually completely useless back there. LG-42, pretty pinned. Unlikely this heat shell will land. Now it's just basically going to get wiped out by these Shermans. GhostDragon's position in the town, very shaky, but I mean, his position down south continues to get stronger. We're now into sea phase, so both players totally choked on income. For the time being, they're basically making do with what they have on the map. 88 is forced to continuously move, and that has left it in like a odd position that it can't really do much of anything about these Shermans. If it was in a better spot, it could have killed these as they came. Still 13-10 here for GhostDragon, though. Schwere making good progress. Going after that 60 mil with his mortar again. A good choice. I think he's out of radio range this time, though. Yeah, definitely. Commando's a freak hiding in the town here. I will say, Schwere's made great use of his mortars this game. I just don't think it's been enough, though. His other poor trades are not... does not make up for the other poor trades he's had. Poopshin coming in to try to save the day. These Stuarts, again, have just been an absolute thorn in his side. Oh, look at it. The 88 didn't stop it. And it's pretty far forward. Like, that's a deep Spitfire. Oh no. Another Stug down. Honestly, not sure what he's doing so far up in the town with these Stugs. Oh. That's bad. Yeah, that was bad. Maquisard's taking a dump on these Pioneers. Finally get the grenade off, but they're basically dead. They're going to get surrendered. Schwere missing his micro again. Oh, and now he moves this one that's already pinned. Ooh. Oof. LG-42 versus 105. Who wins? Looks like the 105. It landed the first hit, and that's usually the decider. Yeah, because now the LG-42 just missing terribly and dies. That's a rough one. That's just bad RNG there. More to trying to get back. Something just blew up. I have no idea what it was. Probably a Sherman. It looks like a Sherman. Based on what is here right now, it was a Sherman. M10 definitely an issue, though. It will just straight up trade with this Stug. A lot of M10s around. Well, I guess he did bring 8 in B phase. So not terribly surprising, I suppose. I mean, Schwere's push into the town has gone pretty well, but he's lost a lot again for it. He lost like 3 Stugs. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's really bad. That one commando absolutely just decimating him. He still hasn't cleared this out. He could just use that mortar and clear it out. Yeah, he obviously doesn't know exactly what buildings, but... And I say that, I'm 100% sure I would be doing the same frickin' thing, sitting here, not going and getting this. It ain't a hate, it's just a... Would be the right thing to do. We could all think of the right thing to do in every situation, wouldn't it be nice? GhostDragon is still continuing to build up a lead, though. As this game continues to slip further and further out of Schwere's grasp. GhostDragon just on the micro better. And that difference in micro has kind of determined this. I wouldn't say there's any full, like, macro reason here. I mean, he did a nice job of pushing where GhostDragon wasn't. He just missed a lot of pretty key micro moments. Fallschirmjagers don't have commando, right? No, they have Raider and Shah. The Sturm Pioneers, I mean. That's weird. Deactivated. Oh. He just really wants that bazooka to be the only thing to use. Very interesting. The 88 here died. The Spitfire will definitely not be stopped. And these are actual worthwhile bomber runs because Fallschirmjager GFs are so expensive. They 40 points or 30? Yeah, 40 points. Jesus. The same price as a freaking Panzer III. Pooption just driving into the town. Yeah, gonna just kind of insta-die to the Legionnaires. Yeah, it's those kind of things right there that are absolutely wrecking him. He is doing what I said earlier. Doing a nice little mortaring here to pin down these Makkazards. And with that, he could push forward. Does he take advantage of it? Schwere looking very thin on the map, though. There's not much here. GhostDragon looking a lot chunkier across the board. Double HS-129 coming in. M10s appear to be on the run, assuming they've been spotted. BF-109 is here to try to keep a line of sight. There's a lot of targets here for these HS-129s. They still haven't been targeted on anything. There we go. They're too tight, though. I think the AA is going to affect them both. It does. Yeah, that's a big mistake there by Schwere. By calling them in so tight next to each other, it allowed the AA splash suppression to affect both units at once. He did pick up 2 kills, but I feel like he might have been able to get more. Scharfschütze goes down. 14-10. Things don't feel like they're getting better. GhostDragon in a pretty dominant position. So now he picks up the 15-9. .105 does go down. Stu-42 picks up that kill. Pack 40 now in. Assuming it's looking for some of these M10s. Oh, oh, that is so rough. This freaking partisan is still alive in here. It's ridiculous. This whole people standing out of cover and shooting seems very odd to me. This is, generally speaking, the last thing you'd ever want to have happening. Seems to be happening a lot this game. Oh, and Stu-42 goes down to the 57, and what a kill there for GhostDragon. Oh, man. Honestly, I think that might have been it. That's the last piece of armor in the town. He might be out of Stugs. I don't even know. There's only 9 Stugs in the deck. We see 3 dead ones right here. 4. 5. A lot of dead Stugs around. I mean, ultimately, this is not, I don't feel like an ideal map for third by any stretch, and I say it every time that Sherman divisions are just really strong on this map. This is, like, to me, like the ultimate Sherman map. They just function so well in this town. Just so friggin' well. Popping in and out of lines of sight, and Stugs are just, they're just suffer boxes on this map. It's just a box of suffrage. They're always turned the wrong way. They're never aiming at the right crap. So you're losing, like, you just cannot function with Stugs in this town. It makes many Actions divisions really crap. Panzer IVs are better, but not great. Again, like, the Shermans just fire first and faster and move quicker all around. I understand the concept here. Like, technically the Fallschirmjager should do really well in this open town where they can, like, take full advantage of their overwhelming long-range firepower. But against DFL that has tons of light armor, the problem is it's hard to manage all of that light armor in this town, especially with the tools that 3rd Fallschirmjager has, which is not a ridiculous amount of light AA. Yes, he could have used the Pooption a little better, I think. Probably could have been popping in and out with that a little bit more, would have really helped. But, you know, I don't think that made or broke him. I don't like the way that rolls off the tongue when you say it correctly, but that is technically correct. GhostDragon on a pretty consistent 59 here. It looks like Schwere going to go down in a blaze of glory. I respect that he's not surrendering. I do respect that. Some people think that's annoying. I do respect that. M10 almost in a position here that could cut off this transport route altogether. That really is then cutting off the town. That is really boned. Oh, the 105 is going to take out the Pack 40 again. Oh, the suffer. Oh, he's actually missed twice here. Giving the Pack 40 a little time to try to take advantage. Just put some suppression on that thing. This one's going to land, though. Oh, ho, ho. And dead. Yep. Ouch. Yeah, this one, again, just kind of felt more of an out-microing than an out-macroing. I just think GhostDragon was a lot more on top of his micro, really moving things fast. Schwere just always felt a kind of bit behind the 8-ball in every micro situation. Which I understand. Rusty myself, I do understand. Can't always be on the top of our games. Certainly no. But I also think, again, I mean, first EFL is just so strong. This division is one of my auto bans after every parachute division. It's just I don't know. The division is just really strong, despite having some very obvious weaknesses. You know, not great armor at all. Really limited AA. That's kind of where the weaknesses end, though. Everything. I mean, it has no heavy AT. You can definitely block it out, heavy AT wise. But despite having a very small tank tat, it suddenly has a crap ton of light armor. Half-tracks, Stewarts, M8s. Where you can get a lot of... There's a lot of long time... There's a lot of light armor. So HS-129 coming in separated, but the 40 mils being targeted on the HS-129. Saying, screw the BF-109. Recon is the right choice. Loafers now can't decide what to shoot, and it finally gets on target in the HS-129. Will it get a shot off? Nope. And that is going to be game with GhostDragon taking game 1 against Schwere. 33 minutes and 33 seconds. Ooh, that's a fun time. 3,195 to 2,390. Yeah, not terribly surprising there. And in a mirror match, you can't be that bad on the trades. Spitfire doing a lot of work. Stewart, look at that thing. Oi, that's a freaking Stewart. Oh, look at... Oh, it's so painful. So good for GhostDragon. So painful to see. Yes, M10 took down 2 Shugs. Yeah, he was out of them. That's what I thought. Hey, one more mortar. Again, he was using it. There's no doubt about that. But it just was not enough. 209 did pretty well overall, but I don't know. If you guys enjoyed that, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, consider checking out the Patreon link down below. Thanks a bunch, guys, and have a fantastic day.